Swati Bhargava. Empowering Women and Transforming E-Commerce. Subscribe Magazine. India's Best Colleges 2024. Home. News. Swati Bhargava. Empowering Women and Transforming E-Commerce. Swati Bhargava. Empowering Women and Transforming E-Commerce. Swati Bhargava. Empowering Women and Transforming. Her journey to the forefront of India's e-commerce scene highlights her entrepreneurial success and commitment to overcoming gender biases. By Arunima. Swati Bhargava leading the way with innovative ideas at Kashkaro. August 26, 2024. Share. Swati Bhargava's remarkable ascent from a small town in Haryana's Ambala district to the forefront of India's tech-driven business landscape exemplifies entrepreneurial excellence and vision. Co-founder of cashback and marketing platforms Kashkaro and Earnkaro, Swati has revolutionized the way Indians engage with online shopping and savings. Her academic journey began with stellar achievements in Ambala, leading to scholarships that took her to Singapore and the prestigious London School of Economics, LSE, where she majored in economics and mathematics. Following her education, Swati embarked on a career at Goldman Sachs in London, where she honed her financial acumen. In 2011, alongside her husband Rohan Bhargava, she launched Pouring Pounds in the UK, a precursor to their more ambitious venture Kashkaro. Founded in 2013, Kashkaro has swiftly grown to become India's largest cashback and coupon platform, with over 18 million downloads and generating more than $500 million in annual sales. The company's success is underscored by substantial funding, including $15 million in Series A and B rounds, with investments from industry giants like Kalari Capital and Ratan Tata. Swati's achievements have earned her prestigious accolades, including a spot on Fortune India's 40 Under 40 list and recognition as one of CNBC 18's top young businesswomen. Her influence extends beyond entrepreneurship. She is a prominent speaker at forums such as TEDx and Economic Times conferences, where she shares her insights on innovation and empowerment. Below is an excerpt of a Q+A with Swati Bhargava, lightly edited for clarity. Q. Your company has achieved remarkable growth in the e-commerce sector. Aside from the challenges of running a successful business, did you also face gender biases along the way? Could you tell us about some of them? Our company has indeed experienced significant growth in the e-commerce sector, which has been an amazing journey. We are the largest cashback app in India and drive over 4,000 rupees crores of sales to our e-commerce partners like Amazon, Flipkart, and Myntra. Indian online shoppers have earned over 1,000 rupees crore in cashback from Kashkaro, and it's been truly gratifying to see the impact. My work involves everything from hiring our team members to client pitches, working on marketing campaigns, to fundraising for our business. I spearhead investor relations, and thus far we have raised over 250 rupees crore in funding from marquee investors like Kalari Capital, Mr. Ratan Tata, Korea Investment Partners, and Affle Global. While it's true that gender bias does exist, I have not faced it myself. For example, my husband Rohan and I run the business together, and we never thought that Rohan should speak with investors instead of me to avoid gender bias. However, I have seen gender bias come up in so many different situations, from a hiring manager who thinks a male hire will be better than a female hire in the data team, to an investor who looks at the male founder when it's a question related to tech, and the female founder when it's HR related, and so on. As a woman, I am acutely aware of these biases, however, I have never let them affect me. My work and my confidence have always spoken for me, and convinced anyone who would ever doubt my capabilities. Q. Would you say women entrepreneurs in India face different or additional hurdles compared to their male counterparts? Could you provide some specific examples? Women entrepreneurs face additional challenges compared to their male counterparts, not only in India but globally. In most countries, the number of women who can raise money for their business is 10x less than the number of men. The challenges extend to working women professionals on the whole. A LinkedIn study in July 2023 showed that globally, women comprise nearly half of all entry-level positions, but only a quarter of C-suite roles. Particularly in the STEM science, technology, engineering, and mathematics fields, a mere 12% of C-suite positions are held by women. Also in India, I believe societal pressure is an additional challenge for women entrepreneurs and working women. Sometimes women are made to feel guilty if they are out of their home all day, working like their husbands. Often girls are not encouraged to be ambitious to start with, and families don't give as much importance to their careers. Q. Having worked in finance, a very male-dominated industry, how did you navigate the challenges of being the only woman on your team at Goldman Sachs? I worked at Goldman Sachs London for 5 years in the investment banking team. It was a great learning experience, though as expected it is a very alpha male-dominated environment. I was often the only woman in meetings, client pitches, and even in our seating area. However, my experience at Goldman Sachs was amazing and I learned a lot. The team and the organization were supportive, focusing on merit and performance over gender. This inclusive environment allowed me to thrive and learn extensively from my colleagues. My mantra was to always let my work speak for itself, and I never let gender ratios bother me, and they still don't. Women should not worry about glass ceilings because they are meant to be shattered. Q. How did your early education in Ambala shape your perspective on gender roles? Did traveling abroad offer any new ideas or approaches? Ambala gave me the most solid foundation I could have got. While it is a small town and one may expect that I grew up experiencing gender bias, my experience was quite different. This is because my grandfather was a big proponent of women's education, and he always encouraged me to pursue higher studies, applauded when I excelled, and pushed everyone to support me in every way possible. My mother always went out of her way to ensure my education was never hampered. My father found the Singapore scholarship ad for me, which I eventually got and traveled to Singapore for. My school, though a convent, was a co-ed school and our teachers always taught us equality and respect. Traveling abroad definitely taught me so much. But Ambala brought me up with great values and morals, so I was well grounded anyway. Q. What policies have you implemented at Cashcaro and EarnCaro to address gender biases and support women's empowerment? Often the values of a company are the basis for how team members behave and treat each other. Some of our values include respect, friendship, and appreciation, which foster a very healthy environment overall where men and women support each other alike. We have also implemented several policies to promote gender equality and support women's empowerment. These include equal pay and benefits, ensuring that all employees receive fair compensation, POSH, diversity and inclusion training, conducting regular workshops to foster an inclusive work environment, with special focus on preventing any form of sexual or other harassment, women leadership development programs, providing opportunities for women to grow into leadership roles, flexible work arrangements, offering flexible schedules to help balance professional and personal responsibilities where needed, mentorship programs, pairing women with mentors to guide their career growth. Q. What advice would you give aspiring women entrepreneurs who may be facing gender biases and other obstacles in their careers? To aspiring women entrepreneurs, I would say, acknowledge challenges. Recognize that biases exist and be prepared to face them. Build confidence. Trust in your abilities and strengths. Take credit. Women often hesitate to take credit, raise their hand, or praise their achievements, whereas their male counterparts do the same very easily. So I'd say women should not hesitate to speak up and should take their seats at the table more often. Networking. Build a strong network of contacts and supporters. Mentorship. Seek mentors who can provide guidance and support. Education and skill development. Continuously invest in learning and improving your skills. Work-life balance. Strive for a balance that works for you. Overcoming biases. Stand firm against prejudices and prove your worth. Support systems. Surround yourself with a strong support system. Passion and perseverance. Stay passionate about your work and persevere through challenges. Q. In your opinion, what role do male allies play in combating gender biases in the workplace, and how can they be more effective in supporting female entrepreneurs? Male allies play a crucial role in creating a fair and equitable workplace. They can support female entrepreneurs by actively challenging stereotypes, advocating for women's ideas, and even mentoring them if asked. Effective male allies help create a more supportive environment by recognizing their own biases and working to eliminate them. They can champion equal opportunities and support policies that promote gender equality. By doing so, male allies not only support women but also contribute to a more inclusive and productive work culture. Rankings. Engineering. Engineering private. Engineering government. Medical. Dental. Law. Bachelor of Arts BA. Bachelor of Science BSc, Bachelor of Commerce BCom.